All right, welcome back, guys. I'm about to show you something that's going to blow your mind. This is a video of a woman who's getting married, a man and a woman on their wedding day. And the wife, or the soon to be wife, is actually submissive and appreciative of the man she's going to marry. If you are from the West, you will not believe what you are about to see. If you're from the United States, Canada, any of these Western modern societies, this is something that you've never seen before. If you watch my other video that I did about the woman who refused to say submission and obey in her wedding vows, she totally skipped them. And she had a hard time saying for rich or for poor. This is the complete opposite of that video. It is a complete 180. Obviously, this is not a marriage that took place in the West, because this would never happen. So we're going to play this video, we're going to watch it, and then we're going to come back and we're going to break it down.
I'm so grateful to God. I have so many and a million words to say, to tell you how much I love you. But one thing I want to tell you and promise you, Miles, is that I'll forever submit to you. I'll forever submit to you. I'll forever submit to you, Miles. I'll forever respect you, Miles. I'll forever honor you, Miles, as the head of our home and no other. There is no other, there is no one, no plans of hell will ever prosper in our marriage and will ever hold me not to be a wife that is a Proverbs 31 woman. I will become that woman that builds the home as I follow you, as you follow Christ. That is the only thing that we will do in our household. And I promise and I vow that in heaven they hear. On earth I declare and decree, I shall be a submissive wife unto you as we continue to do this work of God. Because to us, this is beyond just love. This is about God. This is about kingdom. This is about our duty, reflecting to the world what true marriage, what God really intends for marriage to be. I honor you, Miles. And I love you with my all, with all my heart.
Well, all right. I was actually speechless when I watched this video. I've never seen anything like it. And I have to admit that I felt it. So I can only imagine how that man felt hearing those words come out of that woman's mouth for him. Most of us will never get to hear that, and will never get to feel or experience what that man felt. It just goes to show you, when you marry someone who looks at marriage as a covenant and as being holy, what it can be, versus what people, especially in our society, we've made it out to be. And I've actually watched this video a few times. I felt it from my living room or from my office making this video. So I can only imagine how that man felt. And like I said, most of us will never have that experience. Most of us will never feel that. And he looks like a nice man. Obviously, I don't know him personally, but what a man wouldn't do in this society, to have a woman look at him like that and say those words to him. When a woman looks at her man like that, that man will walk out in front of an army tank with her, for her, armed with nothing but a jar of peanut butter in his left hand and a spoon in his right hand. Most of us will never get to experience what that man felt on that day, and the level of gratitude, the level of respect, and a level of honor that was bestowed upon him for becoming her husband. And it is a stark reminder of how far we have fallen in our society. And there's a lot of blame to go around. Women are the problem. Make no mistake. They are the problem. They are the weaker vessel. And Satan has done what he wants with them. But as men, we are also the problem, because the men that we have in charge have failed us. They failed to set a standard because they basically sold us out for profit. Our marriages, our families were less important than them making profit. They have found a way to capitalize off our misery. It's more profitable to destroy men and see marriages fail and the breakdown of families than it is to see us together, marriages together, families intact, because of what men bring to a marriage, what men bring to a household. When a man is in a household and when a man is running his household, consumer spending goes down because we don't spend money frivolously. When a man is not running his household and when a man is not in the household, consumer spending goes up because women spend frivolously and recklessly. They are the majority holders of the debt. They are the majority consumers of products. So the country has capitalized off of keeping us apart, keeping men simps, and making women more masculine. It would be my hope that men, a good man, would be able to feel how this man felt that day. Unfortunately, that will not be the case for the majority of us. The closest we'll get to that feeling is watching it. That's the closest we'll ever get to feeling like that. Now I want you to watch this video and then go back and watch the other video. Keep this video in your mind. Keep it in your mind. What you just seen, what you just witnessed. Keep it, hold it, let it marinate. And now watch this video.
For richer.
For richer.
For poor.
For poorer.
For poor.
For poorer.
For poorer. Yeah. We hit that snag about 20 times in counseling. Bria made it very clear to Jonathan, you cannot be broke. And in health.
And in health.
To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling. Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going. For work.
Now that you've seen this video, now take this one in. Let this sit. Let this marinate. And you play in your mind the difference between the first video I played you and then this video. See the difference in the response of the two men. One man's being honored. One man's being made out to be a joke. One woman, not only did she say her vows, she added vows to it. How she would honor him. How she would submit under him. How she would be obedient to him. And then you have another woman who's refusing to do any of that. So if you are a young man, middle-aged man, or an older man, and you're thinking of doing this, I want you to keep these two images in your mind. I want you to think of this outcome. And then I want you to think of this outcome.
I'm so grateful to God. I have so many and a million words to say to tell you how much I love you. But one thing I want to tell you and promise you, Miles, is that I'll forever submit to you. I'll forever submit to you. I'll forever submit to you, Miles. I'll forever respect you, Miles. I'll forever honor you, Miles, as the head of our home and no other. There is no other, there is no one, no plans of hell will ever prosper in our marriage.
Actually, I'm going to play the rest. That's how beautiful this video is. Let me play the rest of it.
And will ever hold me not to be a wife that is a Proverbs 31 woman. I will become that woman that builds the home as I follow you, as you follow Christ. That is the only thing that we will do in our household. And I promise and I vow that in heaven they hear. On earth I declare and decree, I shall be a submissive wife unto you as we continue to do this work of God. Because to us...
And I'm going to end it here. I'll leave the link below if you want to go check this out on your own. Save it, remix it, keep playing it over and over again. What would be funny, I'm going to tell you something that would be funny. If anybody listening to this that's actually married to a modern woman, and if you played this for your wife, that would be funny to see her response and see her reaction. Now, if you go in the comments, there was of course, a modern woman down there saying ridiculous stuff, but I'm not going to put the comment on here because personally, I don't entertain them. Somebody says something very wise one time. They said you can tell a person's maturity by the level of, you could tell a person's maturity based on the comments they respond to. So I don't respond to modern women who say stupid stuff. The same way they don't see the average man, a short man, a man who's not six figures, a man who's not a 10 out of 10 on the look scale. The same way they don't see these men, and they just keep seeing the same men, so they just say there's no good men because they're all going after the same men. The same way they don't see these men is the same way I don't see them. I don't even acknowledge their comments because what would you gain out of talking to a brick wall? Or what was that commercial back in the day? You can learn a lot from a dummy. And that was a marketing slogan. You can learn a lot from a dummy about drunk drivers. But in reality, you can learn nothing from a dummy. And that's what a lot of modern women are. They're like that dummy. And going back and forth with them, talking to them, conversing with them is just going to get you nowhere. So I don't even do it. I don't even pay attention to it. But leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about this video, watching this man get married, and the difference between this wedding and the vows and the proposal versus the other video One man has a wife that is appreciative of him, saying she would submit, looking forward to submitting and being a godly wife. And the other woman, unappreciative, don't want to submit, don't want to obey, refuse to say those vows, and had a hard time saying for rich or for poor. This is the world we live in, guys. This is a Western society, and this is the modern woman. So know what you're getting into. And before you make that leap, I want you to go back and watch this video again and see what kind of wife you are getting. Are you getting this one, or are you getting the other one? All right, I'll talk to you soon.